What's up, peeps? Welcome back. Minecraft. Me, your host, Zan19. Alright. This is going to be a short filler video just to talk about the various things that have changed around the compound and will continue to change. I'm going to probably do like 5 or 6 of these little videos and compress them together. I'll try to remember to only do the intro once. But yeah, so first things first, power situation was bad, so I added 5 more lava generators to pull out the lava from this tank. These top 5 are not actually, well, these top 3 back here are not actually working. They won't until the lava reaches this top level here. But these front 2 are, right? Those are, right? Okay. Why are these having a hard time? Is it just pulling the power out of them? Is that the thing? Is that a thing? I might need to upgrade these cables here. And I think I will next chance I get. I'll upgrade these cables because it's clear that the generators are producing a hell of a lot more power than is actually going into the hardened energy cells at the moment. So the most they can stand is 400. Advanced. Advanced universal cables. There they are. Advanced universal cables, which can send up to 800, which is basically double what it can accept. It's just basic universal cables and enriched alloys. So yeah, probably next update video I do, these will all be advanced cables. But yeah, so power situation was bad, so I added more lava generators. Next thing, I realized there was a fundamental problem with my battery block here, which extends through there like 7 layers of hardened energy cells with 1 redstone energy cell at the end. Not all of these were outputting and inputting the maximum, which is 400. Some were only doing 80, and it was creating bottlenecks. So not as much power was getting from the generators to my machines. So I had to completely tear out this block and replace it down and make sure absolutely every hardened energy cell, all 200 and something of them, were inputting and outputting the maximum. You see, the number doesn't change because the second the power goes in, it comes out. The only time that number will change is when there is a vast draw on the system or an insufficient draw on the system and it rises. So, yeah. Make sure this is actually recording. It is indeed. Okay, so I did that, fixed that, and it fixed my energy issues a bit. Come back in here, of course, my power is rising. It's almost half full again. It was completely dry all the way up to that first battery. It was dry. As you can see, I moved the digital miner up 1 block because it apparently auto-outputs out the ass of it. So, had to fix that. I mined about 400 or so blocks before I had it stop because that's when I ran out of power. I also set up this item duct back here to blacklist these ores, meaning that it would not pull out these ores. I think that was the... yeah, it's almost daytime. It will not pull out gold, osmium, copper, iron, tin, silver, or lead. These specific kinds of those materials. It will not pull them out of this chest, so this chest will just fill up with those types of ores. The rest of the ores are drawn out the back through this item duct, and as you can see I snaked some wires back through here. I did have them just go straight back rather than looking like the snaky pattern, but the redstone wire up there charges the block there and actually cut the power to the ME system I've got back there. But anyways, the items go through the item duct and enter this chest here, which is then pulled out of by this precision import bus, and it drops stuff off into this chest, or into the ME terminal. It's a crafting terminal, I do believe. Yes. As you can see, I have a whole bunch of random ores and bars and shards and gems and all that crap. I do admit freely that I spawned in the precision import bus and this whole ME system here, including the, what is that, 4, 8, 10, the 1064K storage cells, because I've already built an ME system before, and while I didn't build massive storage like this, I'm reaching the end of this series, essentially, so I don't want to have to spend 18 episodes crafting storage upgrades for the ME crafting system when I'm almost done with the series. With that said, as you can see, this is all lined up. I finally got the mechanism pipes and got this working correctly. Had to hook this up with power too. It was a bit of a pain. I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working, so I rotated it so it would accept power, and it started working. It works rather quickly. It's like once every second it draws a bucket of water, which isn't really that fast, and it will probably go through that water real quick, but that's why I have these portable tanks here above this. The electrolytic separator and everything. I haven't hooked any of this up to power yet, because I don't plan on using all of this yet. I'm actually going to take the purification chamber, the crusher, the enrichment chamber, and the energized smelter, rip them up and replace them with factories. I do believe there's a specific sequence in which they got to be. I think the purification chamber only needs to be blue and the rest of them need to be red. Let me pull it up. Mech. First page. Yeah, these. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Yeah, like the energized smelter, the enrichment chamber, and the crusher need to be blue, and this needs to be red. Red being the advanced rather than the elite, because let me pull out two of the same type. Injecting. Okay. And show you the reason why. There's that, and then there's that. The advanced factory has 5 slots in which you can do stuff. The elite has 7, and if you put 7 slots for the purification chamber, it totally clogs up the crusher. It will totally clog up the crusher no matter how advanced it is, I believe that's how it happens. So let's go in creative a sec, destroy those. But yeah, so I'm going to basically replace these with the specified stuff. So once again, I'm going to talk about how this system works. Essentially, water is pumped out of an infinite water source in the back into a tank above the electrolytic separator, and it creates hydrogen in the left tank and oxygen in the right tank. The right tank will deposit its oxygen into the purification chamber, filling up this bar here. It is the oxygen that is used to oxidize the ore into shards, I think? Or is it clumps? I believe it's clumps. Yeah, clumps. And the clumps will be output from the purification chamber into the crusher, and the crusher will crush those into dirty ore, or dirty dust. The enrichment chamber will take the dirty dust, turn it into clean dust, and then the energized smelter will smelt the clean dust into bars. Basically, one ore through the purification chamber will create 3 clumps, which become 3 dirty dust, 3 clean dust, and 3 bars. This is ore tripling at its simplest. At its very simplest. Or quadrupling is going to be something I will do on camera to show you guys, because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. I need to build a massive brine tank that is 18 blocks high and has 4 advanced solar panel things on it. I'll gather all the resources before I have to do it, I would hope. But basically, what it will do is it will take brine and it will pass through an electrolytic separator, I think, and separate into 2 different kinds, and then you'll have actual water separate into oxygen and so on, and then it will combine into sulfuric acid or something. no hydrogen chloride, and that'll go through some weird step and it'll create shards, and those shards will go into the purification chamber to create clumps. Those clumps will create dirty dust, clean dust, and bars. And it's simply this system plus the quadrupling system. Then the quintupling system is a whole big system on its own added onto this. So if you want to create a quintupling system, this is your base tripling set. These two machines here, enrichment chamber and smelter, are your ore doubling system, and the energized smelter is your regular smelting system. So 1 bar, 2 bars, 3 bars, 4 bars, and then 5 bars. 5 bars is an incredibly complicated process and very very material expensive. It takes a lot of stuff to get it to work. But yeah, so what I also have set up is that this chest here, the energized smelter, will output into this chest, and then this chest will of course have its contents pulled out and put into this back chest here, which we'll pull out and put into the ME crafting system. And that's all of that, all that weird talk, everything. Yeah. If you didn't know already, the ME controller actually draws power all the time to keep this system running. If it runs out of power, the system shuts off and you can't access your items. It's very annoying. But next thing to note, I took out the blast furnace and moved it over to here. I took out all of the Java barrels because I didn't need them anymore with the ME storage system over there. I took them all out. I took all the dusts and smelted them down. I took all of the broken ore, converted it into dusts, and smelted it down. These are the last of it. And everything, cleared it all out, and moved it into the ME crafting system. It's why I have so much of everything. Like I have 12,000 coal, or 1,200 coal, sorry, and 2,000 flint, and so on. For ore tripling, you can use flint, I should mention, in the purification chamber in this purple slot, and it will create oxygen, which will work the system if you don't have an electrolytic separator. So if you want to skip this step completely and just use flint, which you can get from Ex Nihilo, go for it. Go for it. That's what I'm going to do for quite a while. I'm not even going to have this electrolytic separator set up to power yet. I'm just going to feed flint into the bottom of this and just use up the 2,600 something that I've got till it's gone. I took out the entirety of that Ex Nihilo system that was back here, dumped it all, wasn't going to use it anymore because I have a digital miner, and that was my whole point, was using the Ex Nihilo until I could get the digital miner. Now that it's up and running and works, I don't need it anymore. So, yeah. I still have this conversion system here, just in case I need glass, or if I need gravel to make flint, that kind of stuff. Other than that, I haven't actually done much of anything. Like I have this osmium compressor that I'm not using, a heat generator that I'm never going to use because it's really fucking stupid. It's very weak. Stored energy. Should probably feed that into the system, to be honest. And I guess having a backup system wouldn't be too bad either. Oh, it's facing the wrong way. There. Is it dumping energy yet? No. It's because nothing's really using energy. Turn that on. Let it drain the power out of this. Or not. Oh, as you can see, it's just pulling stuff out, putting into this chest, and then it draws it out, takes it all the way down there. I'm getting a lot of redstone. A lot of redstone. I should be silk touching the redstone, but honestly, I'm getting so much of it. Like, I have 1,537, and I only let this stuff run for 10 minutes. It's ridiculous. So I'm not too worried about my redstone issues. Turn that back off. and all that fun stuff. I guess this can be like a backup generator or whatever. Oh well. But yeah, okay. That's good enough for right now. That's all the changes that I've made. And all that fun stuff. Everything else is the same. I haven't done anything else. I haven't actually messed with the farm at all. I'll need to do something about it soon. Mr. Sheep, you're cruising for a bruising. But it was after I built that little system down there that I realized that this whole building is going to be used for quintupling ores. And I'm not going to have any room to produce the diamonds that I want to do. So I've actually kind of sort of decided to fill this whole space in with the ceiling and everything, take down some of the inner walls, not all of them maybe, and just convert this inside, instead of a courtyard, just have it as the diamond facility, just this inside bit here. And all that fun stuff. So that I have room, because I plan on setting up several of the Buildcraft presses, which is what I'm using. If you don't know how that works, at Buildcraft, I'm going to be using lasers, an assembly table, just one, and like 9 lasers. And if I can... Is it not on here? Please be on here. I'll be so pissed if it's not. Heat. Ah, there it is. Heat press. Okay, Buildcraft tools. Alright. And a heated redstone generator. That's creepy. But yeah, gonna be using these heat presses. Each heat press takes a stack of coal split up into 4 stacks of 16 and 1 ore form to produce 1 diamond. The ore form lasts forever, but it basically takes 1 stack of coal and makes a diamond from it. If nothing else, this will be the whole reason why I get the Ex Nihilo back out and running. Because it will take a while. These take forever to work. So I'm gonna build at least 8. At least 8. And I'm pretty sure I'll have to manually fill them up. I'm not sure how to pull out of them or put into them, so I will look into it and find out. But yeah, okay, that was fun and interesting, and of course it's raining again, because it cannot not rain on me for 20 minutes while I do a video. So, yeah, this whole room here that was going to be the factory is the ore quintupling system, because I am going to take it to quintupling. I'm going to bring it all the way down to the end here with just quintupling. If you need some help with setting up your own quintupling system, there are other videos on YouTube that will show you how to do it in a more timely fashion than I will, because they do it all in creative mode and just lay it out for you and explain everything. I really should, just for shits and giggles, but yeah, that requires some effort. I don't have time for effort anymore, unfortunately. Not that kind of effort, at least. So, ore tripling, moved some stuff around, added some more stuff, fixed the power problems, moved stuff around. Yeah, okay. So, that's it for this little bit of an update. If there's going to be another part attached to this, I'll let you know. Yeah. What's up, peeps? Back again. Yeah, so I have gathered most of the ingredients for making the factories and stuff that we're going to have to make. And I have also looked up what level each of these factors need to be at. For ore tripling, for the moment, the purification chamber does not need to be higher than red, because if it does, it creates a bottleneck where it will produce more than the blue factories can even keep up with. So keeping it at red and keeping the other three at blue will speed this process along quite nicely. But, okay. So I have the control circuits and some enriched alloy. I'm not sure if this is enough. If it's not, I'll just spawn in the rest. It'll be okay. I've got the gold dust, the diamond dust, and some diamonds. And I'm working on the osmium dust. I think this will be enough, what I've got right now. So I'm going to run over here. Where's that crafting table? Did I not put one in here? I thought I did. Oh no, there it is. Well, I'll just do it over here then. Okay, so let's do the purification chamber first, because we're going to be... Oh, I don't have enough. I need 2 more and then 2 more diamond dust. Shit. I miscalculated how much I'm gonna need. Can I... No, I can't use a pulverizer. Damn. Useless thermal craft. 1, 2. Let those crush up while I put together these. Alright. So this is for the purification chamber. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 1, 2, right? Yeah. Basic factory. The reason why we want a basic factory is for this reason. It processes 3 things instead of 1. It means it goes through materials and power a whole lot faster, but it'll be more cost effective in the future. Alright, red purification factory, done. Bam. Add some extra text in there so I can actually see what's going on. Auto sort, yes. Configuration, I want it to output dark red there. I want it to take in purple there. Oh no, actually I want blue right there. A right there, or red right there, so it will take in from the top. It'll output from the right, and it will input the hydrogen from the left, which is something I still have to hook up over here. I actually don't think I have any cables on me to do that, which really upsets me. I'll just spawn some in, it'll be okay. But yeah, there's the advanced factory for the purification chamber. Next, we're going to do the crusher, which is over here crushing more diamond dust for us, because I stupidly did not crush enough, and I need some more gold as well. Sigh. Le sigh. So much disappoint. And I totally ran past it, because I'm used to going back there for my stuff. 1, 2. Okay. And what am I going to need for the atomic cores? Because, if you didn't know, the blue factories actually take atomic cores. So I need the obsidian dust, the osmium dust, diamond. Okay. Yeah, so I have everything for those. Thank God. I hope I have enough circuits. I think I calculated it correctly. Toss the gold in there to be crushed real quick. Real quick. Any day now. Dynamic tanks. It's cool. Should really be using these to store energy, but I like the leadstone ones, and plus they're a lot cheaper. Hence I'll always be able to make like 250 something to put together in a battery block. Alright, next is the crusher. 2 gold. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Basic factory. Advanced factory. Oh, right. Probably make the atomic cores. I'm gonna need 6. Yeah, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh shit. I did not make enough. Oh, no, it's not supposed to be circuits. Oh, thank God. It's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Enriched alloys. Oh, Jesus. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the osmium dust, which I made way too much of. As usual. 1, 2, 1, 2. Boom. 6 atomic cores. Place them like that. Let's go ahead and get the 2, 3. The other one's set up. Let's do gold. This one is the crusher. Enrichment chamber next. And the energized smelter last. Alright. Enrichment chamber. Hope this is enough. It's there. And advanced factory. Nice. Alright, put this in. Elite crusher, right? Yes. Elite enriching, yes. And elite smelting, yes. Okay. Bitchin'. So, elite factory. Let's add some random stuff. Oh, it still has power. Wow, that's interesting. Want it to auto sort. Configuration, we want blue on the right, red on the left, everything else to be gray. And we want auto eject on. So it will auto eject out the right. Can I set this up correctly, right? Eject on? Yes, okay. And you are the enriching, and you're the smelting. Okay, so enriching, smelting. Enriching, which also has power for some reason. Auto sort on. What auto sort does is when you toss in a stack, it will automatically break it up into smaller stacks and fill every slot with it, essentially. It's very nice. Red, and then I want blue to output. Auto eject on. Right? Yes. And then you are going to be auto sort on. Red out the side. Or, no, red this side. Blue right there. Okay. Oh. And auto eject on. Alright, so it's set up. Very beautifully. Let's grab some basic universal cables. Ultimate, Elite, Basic. Not going to need that many. Let's just take 32. Alright. So I want this to be powered. 1, 2, 3, 4. And have to power that as well. Let's come off of here and feed the power down inside. Alright. They should all be full. Yes. This is producing hydrogen, or oxygen, I should say. Yes, oxygen. Very nice. Actually, would rather it didn't do that just yet, so let's disconnect you. Let you use up the last of your power filling this up. It didn't break the cable, did it? No, okay. You don't need anything. You're enriching, so you don't need anything. You're smelting, you don't need anything. Okay. That'll fill up with oxygen soon enough, and this will, yeah, run out of power. Okay. Let's grab some flint so I can show what I was talking about earlier. It's at 833 oxygen right now. Now it's at 993. Consumes, what is it, 16 of those? 883 to 993. So it's not very efficient from a flint standpoint, but it'll get rid of those pesky stacks of flint you have lying around. Which is what I'm going to put right there. Alright, so let's toss, oops, wrong one. these in here because I don't need them on me right now. And let's actually take that machine back out, because I don't want that machine in there. This is solely for random stuff. But okay, now that's set up. I'll come over here and demonstrate how it works, because I am going to have a sorting system feed stuff into this eventually. Let's do gold ore, because I don't have any iron for some reason. Hasn't found any iron yet. Okay, toss it in. As you can see, it auto-sorted, and now it is processing all of these at the same time. It takes 100 RTF each time. As you can see, it just gobbles up that oxygen like crazy. Let's get a couple of stacks of this, because it's going to run out. Yeah. Really quick. It just chews through the flint like crazy. Next, it creates these gold clumps, which came out of this. These clumps come in here and are processed rather quickly into dirty gold dust. And that dirty gold dust becomes regular gold dust, which is smelted into bars, which is being fed into this chest, which is being fed into this system. 215. 228. Yeah, there it goes. 222. Very beautiful. This whole system is just a beauty to behold. It's also extremely loud, so if you have your volume set up high, be sure to hear something. You'll be hearing something from your neighbors real quick. But yeah, this is how fast they process without any upgrades. Eventually I will boost them all up. I believe 8 is the highest that these go. I'm not entirely sure, but I will give them their upgrades and so on, so that they process as quickly as they possibly can to get most of this stuff out of the way. Let's do the silver ore next. If I remember correctly, it just chewed through. Yeah. Have to grab some more flint. As you can see, using flint is nowhere near as efficient as using an electrolytic separator, but if you have a shit ton of flint, don't worry about it. You'll use up all that flint in a heartbeat. And honestly, I can't remember anything else that flint's even used for. So, this is all this silver being processed. It should start outputting into the smelter. Yep. Silver dust. That's how you ore triple. Now, if you were to simply put your ore into the smeltery from Tinker's Construct, it will only give you 2 bars per ore. So, using this factory system to get your bars first and then feed them into the smeltery to make your Tinker Construct tools is the best idea. You know, to be as efficient as possible, which is something I'm happy with doing. But yeah, that's basically that. This is set up now. In the next video, I will start the process of grabbing... well, first off, I will hook this shit up to the digital miner way down there so that it can actually process, or I might just do it manually for a while. But in the next episode, we will work on making the brine tank, or tanks. I might make 2. God knows. I might need them. They are very copper heavy. It takes a lot of copper to get them to work, to make them. But they're only like 3 different kinds of blocks, plus the advanced solar generators, which I think I might put a couple on top of the factory, just to help relieve the burden on the power generation, simply because the diamonds themselves, when they're being made later on, will cost a whole lot of power too. But that's something to think about in the future. Next episode, brine tanks and ore quadrupling. Thank you all for watching, peeps, and I will see you next time.